Hey guys, how's it going? I thought that I would try something different today and put out a more relaxed fit video. And if you like this format, do me a favor and hit that like button, because if this works out well, I think I'll put out more smaller videos to supplement my larger Retronomics videos. With that out of the way, let's take a look at two Kickstarter projects that I've recently backed and I thought that you guys should know about. Hand-drawn video game guides and Infinity, a tactical RPG for the Game Boy Color. First is Infinity for the Game Boy Color, and this is a really intriguing project because it's created some controversy over the past couple of days. And this project was originally supposed to come out for the Game Boy Color when it was still active, but since Nintendo came out with the Game Boy Advance during development, the game was scrapped, and until now it's been incomplete. So 20 years later, this game is getting a breath of fresh air, and original developers are on board along with new people to complete the project. And best of all, there is a physical option. Now, I enjoy physical games, and having this obscure title in the flesh is pretty enticing to me. That being said, this Kickstarter was off to a shaky start, with large YouTuber Mad Little Pixel making his concerns known that the publisher of this Kickstarter, Incubate Games, didn't necessarily own the rights to the game, and it was kind of suspect the way that the campaign was worded, and it seemed to indicate that the funds from the Kickstarter were solely going to try to purchase the rights to this game. Now, Incubate has since addressed those concerns on the Kickstarter and has clarified that the project, as it pertains to this specific Kickstarter campaign, is licensed from the original devs, and then once the project is complete, the source code of the project will be released into the wild, and most likely a couple of months after the retail release of this particular project. And it's still kind of confusing when you read the description of the Kickstarter, but the way that I read it is they obtain the rights for this specific campaign, and portions of the funds will go to purchasing that license. And that kind of makes sense. I can see why people would be confused. Usually a game developer comes to Kickstarter to launch a game that they already have full rights to, and since this project is from 2002, the rights got a little bit muddy. But with that clarification, I went and I backed the standard edition, which comes with digital artwork, a copy of the ROM, and most important to me, a physical copy, which is a clear black cartridge. And it was $71 US plus added shipping, which is, as far as small print run Game Boy games go, it's a pretty solid deal. That's what I'm used to paying from most of those other projects that I backed. There are some added tiers as well, such as for $100 you can get your name in the manual. $133 will get you a glittery gray cart plus some added goodies such as some cards, an enamel pin, and a number certificate. Not necessarily something that I wanted to pay for, but you know, if you do you. I mean, it's still available as of the recording of this video. Plus, you can also add on a vinyl soundtrack, which if you're into vinyl, that's pretty cool too. The Kickstarter has raised $144,000 as of the recording of this video, and it's set to close on September 17th, 2021 at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. So if you want to back this along with any of the other projects that I speak about, they'll be in the description and the pinned comment down below. I'm looking forward to the project being fulfilled, although it does say September 2022 that we're looking at, so it's going to be a long wait. I'll probably forget about it and then it'll magically show up in my mailbox like other Kickstarter projects that I backed before. The other project that I'm really excited about is hand-drawn game guides by Phillip. Now, if you haven't heard about these retro video game guides and you are a retro video game enthusiast, now's your chance to get physical versions of these guides in hardcover. And I've been following hand-drawn games for a while now, and up until now he has only sold these in very limited quantities. I'm talking about like 100 or so at a time, and they sell out instantaneously, and he doesn't really sell them all that often. So I was lucky enough to get the Legend of Zelda guide in paperback, and it's really well done. High quality drawings, all hand drawn by Phillip. I mean, they're printed, but you get what I mean. The paper quality is really nice, and it comes with a hand drawn map of the overworld of Hyrule as well. So now he has all 3 guides on Kickstarter for open pre-order, which includes his first guide, which is Contra and Ninja Gaiden together, Legend of Zelda, of course, and the latest guide, never before released until now. This is a brand new guide, actually. It's Metroid. So best of all, they're hardcover now instead of paperback, which will make it feel a little bit more premium. I backed the 3-book bundle, which was $65, which is not a bad deal at all because he sells them individually for $25 a piece, so you save $10. And I wish I had gotten a chance to buy his original artwork, but that sold out so fast. But I mean, still, it's a really great opportunity to get these books because they are really well done, and the project has done so well that Phil didn't even think to add extra stretch goals, but now he's adding them. And as of the recording of this video, it's $250,000. The backers will get a gold foil book plate. I'm not really sure what that looks like, but it looks actually pretty cool. I'll show a picture up on the screen. 275K backers will get a full digital download pack of all the books, which is pretty nice. I do have the digital version of the Zelda one. I wish that kind of was included all together, but I can see what he means about that. And then at 300K, an offer to buy an art of hand-drawn guides, which includes some artwork from all the other guides, and it'll be exclusive to the backers of the Kickstarter, meaning that once the campaign ends, there will be no chance to buy this book physically. So that's a pretty cool Kickstarter perk. Not too many Kickstarter projects offer that like super exclusive stuff. Usually it ends up down the road, you get some version of it leaks out into the wild, and it kind of like sullies the version of the Kickstarter. The campaign closes in 15 days, which is 11 a.m. Central Time on September 5th. So make sure that you back this, because I really don't think that he's going to try to make any more. He might actually use that money to actually propel his business so that you can actually order them without having to fight people to get them. So there are the 2 active Kickstarter projects that I'm backing. There are a couple more that I backed, but they're closed right now, so it's not really worth talking about them if you can't back them. So the other 3 that I've backed so far, like that are still not fulfilled, is Little Nemo and the Nightmare Fiends, which is a remake of Little Nemo, an NES game. Well, actually, I don't think it's a remake, but it's definitely a game based off in that Little Nemo universe, and it was pretty intriguing. I just backed the basic version for a digital copy. Game Master Classified is another book that I backed, and it's filled with stories from Nintendo legend Howard Phillips. I actually met Howard back in 2019 at the Midwest Gaming Convention. He's a really cool guy, and he's got a lot of stories to tell, so I'm really excited for that book. I actually paid for the more premium thing to have, I believe, my collection or write something in the book, like to have something actually contributed to the book. So I'm really excited about that to come out. And the last one is the Polybius quarter scale arcade cabinet, which fingers crossed is going to be fulfilled by the end of September of this year. So once I get it, I'll definitely make a video showcasing on it. That's actually my first quarter arcade cabinet. I'm interested in those, but they're always like, I had spaces at a premium, but the Polybius one just would probably look the coolest because it is a Kickstarter exclusive, and I don't think it's going to be sold anywhere else. So it'll be a little neat knick-knack. So let me know in the comments what you think about these projects. Are you planning on backing them? And if you like this video, give me a like and let me know if you want to see more, and like what can I do to make these a little bit more interesting. What kind of topics do you want me to talk about? I definitely want to do these short relax fit videos just to get my channel out more into the algorithm. And if you are new here, I make videos about price trends in video games, which is called Retronomics, and also other retro related topics. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing for future content. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at snicktendo. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Super Nintendo, and I'll see you next time.